Okay. All right. Well, here we are. Another Andrew said. Andrew said. Andrew said. Andrew said. Okay. Andrew said. So here we are. Thanks for your support. Thank you for participating in these Andrew said moments, and they're important saids to me. It's important to me. Let's do this. First, remember to go to the website, andrewholtz.org, and when you go in there, you'll see everything you need to see, which lets you in on what we're doing. I believe we're about some great stuff, and I want, my heart is for you to be in on what we're doing, and of course, I'm a boundaries person, but I want to be in on what you're doing. So let's partner. You get in on what I'm doing, and I appreciate you letting me in on what you're doing, and we'll partner together and ride this thing out and accomplish together what we're here in the earth to do. So, also, you're invited to, and thank you for your support, to continue to support our endeavor. We are, we're doing some stuff. You'll see it when you get into the website. And of course, I appreciate your financial support. Go to Cash App, and when you get there, hit it with an offering, but it's $ Ingle Street. Ingle Street. You'll see it, ENGLESTREET. I want to talk about this session. Something. Well, let me just preface it. I put a message out to some folk I wanted to hear back from. I said I'm getting ready to do an Andrew said what's on your mind, and help me frame some stuff that's on my mind, and let me use your name in presenting it. So I got some stuff back, and one of the things I got back was from Shay, who works with us in the other studio. And Shay said, why not consider talking about attention span? Attention span. I said, wow, attention span. Who would have thought that was a deep Andrew said topic? But, it hit me like a wow. Okay. First of all, thanks, Shay. Now, let's talk about what in the world does attention span have to do with anything? Okay, let me start. Let me just be real personal and establish a playing field. I remember when I was in school, in particular, junior high school, I was so bored. I was just bored out of myself. So I sit there all period, just looking out the window, not at the board, straight ahead, just looking to the left, because I sat by the window, looking right out the window, just bored stiff, took in nothing. As they say, are you hearing me? I took in nothing. I remember another time, I think it was probably my first year in college, when they sent the report home. I wasn't paying the bills, so they sent the report to where, they were being supported. And so my father said, I can't figure this one out. You sitting up in there in class every day and you ain't learned nothing. Well, whatever, that's what it was. Looking at the report probably gave every indication. I'm sitting up in there every day learning nothing. And he wanted to know, how is that possible? How is it possible to sit in a class for one semester, which is a couple months, if you're on the traditional track, and you don't learn anything? Well, here it is. There are a lot of pieces to it. If we went clinical, we could talk about attention deficit to the degree even that it's a disorder where there's just stuff going on inside of the individual that prevents one from paying attention. Okay, granted. Then there are other factors that could be associative factors, or just factors that are factors in and of themselves that contribute to the lack of attention. Or could it be that I just ain't interested. So I think we need to deal with that, not from judgmentalism, but deal with it from from where it is and what it has to do with that individual. Now I'm gonna get on a hot topic button. I remember when I was designing a curriculum for a failing 4-year college. My position was, if a person is not interested in all that foundational stuff, music, art appreciation, all that, music appreciation, art appreciation, etc., gym, etc., cut it out of that curriculum. So I designed a model that focused specifically on what the person's interest was and shorten the stay time, where you don't have to sit up here 4 years and go through all this yah when that may not be your interest, ability, or focus or ability. So attention span has everything to do, in my opinion, with primarily is the person interested or not? And they should not be judged by a standard or criteria outside of or other than that. Now, again, as I close, of course, there could be other situations, but even with that, coming from living with a lady who taught special needs individuals all of her career, even there, I believe a wise partner in that enterprise of learning takes not only their liberty, but the position and authority against that individual, walks against them, with them, in fact, not against them, walks with them as a partner, helping them to work through whatever limiting case clauses there are to actualize their performance and outcomes. Lastly, this, I believe this is what that says, that if we're talking about attention span, I think what we're really talking about finding out what gets a person's attention. Okay, is that fair enough? That's what Andrew said, not to argue, just to share, to help. That's what Andrew said. So here's what I want you to do, if you would, please. Go to the website, andrewholtz.org. You'll find a lot of stuff there, what we're doing, the platforms, et cetera, where we are, what we're doing, where we're going, and what we will do. It's all in there, andrewholtz.org. And again, please, go to Cash App, send an offering if you would, a seed support, some foundation money, whatever you want to call it, but go to a Cash App, and that is $ Ingle Street, and your gift helps us to not only do this, but the other enterprises you will see once you go to the website that we're engaged in, and with others. Okay, so that's Andrew said, and I'll see you the next time.